As a conscious creator, you have to understand that there is an inner creative process at work within you. You have to understand that your mind sets your intention, sets your next present moment, whether you're aware of it or not. You think the thing. You think what you're anticipating. You think what you're expecting. So, are you expecting ideal moments? Or are you expecting treacherous moments? Are you expecting beauty? Or are you expecting conflict? Ideal moments. Conscious creators, let's talk about ideal moments. That's what everybody wants, right? They want to have ideal moments. They want to have beautiful experiences. They want to have loving experiences. They want to have successful experiences, abundant experiences, right? That's pretty much what everybody wants. That's how they want to feel. Those are the type physical manifestations that they want to have in their life. If you just say ideal moments, you think of beautiful things. You think of perfect things. You think of excellent things. You think of resources. You think of money. You think of beautiful cars. You think of nice houses. Ideal moments. You think of beautiful experiences at the restaurant, at the movies, at the store, at work. Ideal moments. But you have to position yourself for ideal moments. As a conscious creator, you have to understand that there is an inner creative process at work within you. You have to understand that your mind sets your intention, sets your next present moment, whether you're aware of it or not. You think the thing. You think what you're anticipating. You think what you're expecting. So, are you expecting ideal moments? Or are you expecting treacherous moments? Are you expecting beauty? Or are you expecting conflict? Are you expecting unity? Are you expecting opposition, competition? You have to look deeply to see what it is you're actually expressing, who you are actually being. Because once you understand this creation stuff, once you understand the inner creative process, you can't say you want magnificence and excellence over here, but you're not thinking and believing in magnificence and excellence. You're thinking of the exact opposite. You can't say you want to experience beautiful relationship, but you're in fear of, or will be damned if you ever experience again terrible relationship, broken relationship. Right? You can't say that you're expecting and anticipating wealth and abundance to flow through to and through you in magnificent supply, and yet you're worried about your finances and you're holding on to your monies just in case you don't receive any more tomorrow or next week. This opposes the flow. So you have to look to your being, who you are being, to see what you are in alignment with. You have to look to your beingness to see if you are in alignment with ideal moments, whatever the ideals are for you. You have to think the thoughts. You have to feel the feeling of the experience. You have to establish the ideas within your mind and body so that until they are dominant. Now, you will begin to see evidence. You begin to feel within you evidence of these ideas taking hold, but you must continue until they are dominant. And you know they are dominant over anything else. How do you know they're dominant? It's because you begin to think the thoughts without thinking. You begin to observe the experiences. You begin to see the experiences that you're calling ideal all around you. You have random thoughts of ideal experiences versus anything that conflicts with that on a normal basis. They are the first thing to come to mind in conversation. They are the first thing to come to mind when you are triggered to those areas. You trigger to the ideal. You think about the ideal. You feel the ideal. And there's really nothing else that is true for you. And when you see someone not experiencing the ideal in a specific area that you're intending, and it hits you as odd. Wow, it's weird that they're not experiencing it the way I think they should. They're not experiencing it, not that you think they should, but it's weird that they're not experiencing it the way you believe it can be experienced. It's weird that they're experiencing it in that way, and I have a beautiful experience. Now, you know why? Because of the integrative process. Theirs has different material in it than yours. But you have sown and established new material. And that is what is yielding the new activities inside of your mind and body, which in turn creates the state of being that yields the material form of experience. Ideal for you. But you have to engage in the process. You have to be disciplined in the process. You have to be consistent in the process until you establish the state of being as permanent, as constant. Can you do that? Yes, you can do that. For the states of being, you have states of being now that are permanent and that are constant. Some leading you toward desired experiences, many probably leading you toward undesired experiences. But the ideas have been sown. The ideas have become dominant. Your state of being claims the experiences. It claims the collaborative components. And there's no way around it. And you know there's no way around it. As a conscious creator, when aspiring to be a conscious creator, you understand this. You just have to get about the play and practice of establishing yourself, creating the state of being that aligns you with the experiences that you desire in your life. And most of you are still kind of playing with it. You haven't made it a priority. And so you're kind of in the flux of information, knowing these things, seeing these things every now and then, but not really putting your foot down to begin the play and practice of establishing and recreating yourself. Some of you are on the edge, we know that. Some of you have reached that level of frustration, we know that. And that's why we created the Ascension Accelerator for those of you who are at that point and you're ready to make transformation a priority. Those of you who are at that point ready to engage in the play and practice with discipline and be supported in being consistent. That's why we created the Ascension Accelerator, the modern day monastery. And there are beautiful individuals already engaged in this play and practice. And this is level 2 conversations. They are not like any conversation that you've ever had, because you've probably never been in a group of individuals who are about the play and practice of transformation to hear what their conversations are like, their wins, their losses, their struggles, their understanding gained from the struggles, the practices, the tools that they're using to transform their mind and body, and the changes that they are observing inside of themselves, and the requisite changes that are occurring outside of them that they're witnessing and experiencing as a result of the changes. You haven't been a part of a group that has those conversations. Those are level 2 conversations. Level 1 conversations are the ones you hear online. They're the ones that you participate in, and you talk about attraction and you talk about manifestation and all of those things. Those are level 1 conversations. Level 2 conversations are for the people who are about the play and practice with discipline and with consistency. And that's why we created, again, the Ascension Accelerator. If that is you, look to the description for the link to get more information. $100 a month. And there's so much. Tools, the support, the consistent support, the conversations, all of the things necessary not just to explode your transformations, but to accelerate the process. We're excited for you, no matter where you are. We're excited that you're here and that you're allowing us to be of support. We love you very much, and we will talk to you soon.